Hey guys, so keeping up with the last video of what I usually do when I'm farming. So we did 3 zones of 3 backstreet zones, and now we're going for the outskirts. So this is usually how I go for the outskirts. I don't really bring this, but it doesn't really matter. So actives, passives, food. The weapons I use, you can swap this for a MVP, and the defense food. I just head there. Usually do it when I have three stars, so I reach 4 stars there, or 4 shields, or whatever it is. Might be a bit loud. But yeah, that's the usually when I go there, because what better way to get the police than regulators than the outskirts, where it's easy to deal with them. So pretty much same principles as the last zone, except I like to keep the healing items I get here, so I use them in other zones. So the not the candies, but the band-aids, and I don't really have to worry about armor here, so I'll just put on wherever I get, and then I'll waste it at home. Also keep a bit more of the lower materials here, because there's not much vastly different stuff to bring home. There's no much different items you have to bring home, and I just kill everything, pretty much everything. Sometimes I use bats on these guys, but it doesn't really matter until I get a bat that one-shots them. But I like the brass knuckles, because they're really cheap, really inexpensive to fix. It's like four metal plates, so. But I can also use this one, so I avoid the second hit. And also that reminds me. But most enemies will be with the brass knuckles. I just keep the health up. This goes here. So already we're getting packed. I could go back to the car. Okay. I could go back to the car to get. I'm just gonna get rid of this, because these 3 not so important. The wires I think will be useful later on, but I already have plenty for now. And that's the thing, regulators will be relatively common in the start, sometimes not that much, but sometimes I only get like 1 of them at 4 stars, but it's a better area to have them frequently, because they are relatively easy to deal with. Really good zone to farm these band-aids. Some cash, some regular stuff. So just farm the zone around like we did last time. Sometimes you get armor items, which help a bit. Actually gonna get another one of these, so I get the armor instead of the HP, because the HP isn't really helping me. And the armor bonus probably helps a bit more. Not sure with the armor I'm wearing and all that. Excuse me. But yeah, you can bring the MVP instead of this to get hit less often. But I don't know, I enjoy just doing most things with the brass knuckles and saving the weapon mats for Backstreet and Hood. Like I said, not many regulators after a bit. So we've been here. There's one to my right that I have to check. Yeah, check this one. So now it's time to go right. I mean, we can stash stuff in the car just in case we get items that we might want to bring. But I think... okay, yeah, I have to go around. Oh, that's another one. Oh, unlucky. We got the... what's its name? The double damage proc on the last hit, so it didn't really help. That's the only issue with the double hit procs. Is getting them when you don't really need them. That's an empty can. That's two dudes over there. That's when it's kind of helpful to have a ranged weapon when there's multiple enemies and you can't really just get one at a time. Sometimes you can get one at a time, but no, both can. You can also do this to save durability, but the swapping is really slow in this game, so I don't advise it. So now if I were to do another zone, I would have some armor. But I'm just going to bring it home and recycle it. It's gonna be better to do this when I have more recycling, like better recycling chances. But not right now. There we go. Also try to keep in your lane when the timer is done, because sometimes you get stuck. Your car gets stuck when it's trying to end the... I mean... I'll just keep it here. Okay. So this is the outskirts. Next up it's gonna be the hood, which is a bit harder than the previous video and this one, obviously. This is just to give you an idea of how to farm one of the ways you can farm the outskirts. You can also use the gun. But I'm just gonna show you exactly like what we're spending here. So these were a bit used before. and you can see I'm putting it near max, and this one is gonna overdo it, so and you mean you get some cash, you get some heals. Okay, so now you know how much it's gonna cost you, kinda. Like this, you can test it for yourself, see what works better with your playstyle. But next up, it's the hood then. See ya.